Hi everyone, I'm Stephen Taylor and I have with me Associate Pastor Scott Garber. As you know, we have been doing a clergy interview every single week, and this week we have Scott Garber with us. I just want to thank you for joining us.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
So to start with you, I have a few questions.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, so first question is, how did you first get connected with Bridgeway?
Well, I was the senior pastor at a church on Capitol Hill in DC, and when I left that position, I actually did some volunteering in the year of 2008 on political campaigns. And at a political event, I ran into a pastor that I didn't know at that time, but I'd read some of his books, and when he heard of my interest in multicultural ministry, he said, "Do you know David Anderson at Bridgeway?" And I said, "No." He said, "Well, let me introduce the two of you," and he sent emails to both of us, and then we got together for lunch, and that's kind of what led to our coming here.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And we became partners shortly after that, and the elders said to us, "Boy, you're welcome here as long as you stay," but nobody figured we'd be here very long because we moved on to another ministry assignment, and here we are 13 years later. So
that's what brought you to Bridgeway. How long have you been a pastor here?
Well, you know, I was doing a lot of sort of pastoral things all the way through, speaking, teaching, and this and that. And it was about, I don't know, 3 to 4 years ago that I became officially a pastor at large, and we're still figuring out kind of what that means. But I just plug in wherever I'm called to serve. So
That's awesome. We're glad to have you.
yeah.
So when you are not at Bridgeway, how do you like to spend your time?
Well, my wife and I enjoy hiking. We enjoy getting out in nature when we can. I bicycle quite a bit. I enjoy sports. I don't actively participate as much as I used to. Everybody I can find my age is decrepit and doesn't function one way or another, and I can't compete with the people 20 years younger, so that's taken a little bit of a back seat. I also enjoy reading, and I'm pretty much of a daily crossword puzzle doer.
Okay.
So, and I'm actually kind of good at that, and I enjoy it, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for this. It's great to have you here. So as for our announcements, our biggest one actually is that our campuses are open. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, and so Owings Mills, Reisterstown, 10 to 10:30 a.m. and we are open for business here at noon, right here in the parking lot. You can see the whole setting right here.
Yeah, for those of you who may have joined us over the past few weeks, this is about twice the size of what we started with. We had to get a much bigger tent after the turnout. So we love having you all here, and we'd love to see you here in person. For those of you though that are still continuing to join us online, we actually have a few programs that are going to be launching this week. So first up is Great Sermon Conversations. If you have missed the time of talking in the lobby after church and talking about the sermon, we actually have quite a few different groups that are meeting throughout the week where you can do just that. So you can go to bridgeway.cc/connect, and there will be a link to a few groups there, or you can just check the link in the description of this video where you will find more information. The other thing that we have launching this week is Tuesday Night Care. Now, this is a time for our care ministry, which oversees a lot of different support groups, whether that's for cancer support, whether that's for divorce, or whether that's for your mental health. This is an area where we really want to be able to reach you in our community in so many different ways. So we are going to be launching that starting this week. You can go to bridgeway.cc/events, and you'll find a sign up for many different classes, and that'll be this Tuesday starting at 7 o'clock. And last thing, it is Pastor's Appreciation Month.
Hey, there you go.
Thank you so much for being with us this week. And for those of you who have been with us over the years, we would love to be able to reach out to our pastors and offer them some encouragement. It has been a very rough year for them as well, but we'll have more information to come as the month goes on about how to participate in that. So thank you again.
Thank you,
so
Stephen.
much for joining us.
It's been a pleasure.
All right, and that's all we got for this week. So see you next week, everyone. Take care.